Welcome back to my video blog. I'm Paul, and when last we left, we were headed out of Minneapolis, St. Paul for London. I have always enjoyed travel, especially flying, and my favorite parts are the takeoff and landing. I like looking out the window, seeing the city lights below if it's dark, or all of the scenery during the daytime. And I also like looking at the wing of the airplane and seeing the control surfaces move and respond to the pilot's controls. It's kind of fun being able to see through the wing when the flaps are fully extended, little bits of the city visible in between the panels of the wing. And it's always fun just to see how all of the little bits and pieces work that keep us flying in the air. This was an interesting takeoff because as we started to go up, we lost more and more sight of the city until finally we were completely engulfed in clouds. As with most long flights, we had a meal on board. I chose the herb chicken with mushroom cream sauce, wild rice, and seasoned vegetables. Here's what it looked like. It's better than McDonald's, but it's certainly no fancy restaurant, that's for sure. Honestly, what do you expect when you're traveling 5 miles up in the air at 300 miles an hour over the Great Lakes? I managed to nap for an hour or two, and I also watched a couple of movies to pass the time, and finally the sun started to rise as we approached the English shore. It was really a pretty sight, and I enjoyed sitting there watching it for a while. This is the type of view that you just can't get from the ground, and it was really pretty looking down at the patterns that the clouds make over the ocean. I really enjoyed it. As we approached our destination, we started to descend down towards the clouds, and pretty soon we started to see down through, and you could see the greater London metropolitan area beneath. It was really fun being able to see England for the first time. Here we are skimming over the top of the roofs just before landing, and we are just about over the top of the runway right about now. Conditions were a bit choppy, and the pilot did a really good job of keeping the plane on track and level, and the landing was actually very smooth considering the conditions. Good job, pilot. I really enjoyed the flight. It was mostly smooth all night long. Here's the airport and the iconic tower of London Heathrow Airport. Yay, I made it! After getting through customs, I hopped on the train and had my first experience with the Metro Underground that London is so famous for. I had a little bit of a confusion trying to figure out where I needed to go and what type of ticket I needed. After I got to my room, I decided to head out for something to eat and, of course, find a iconic pub. So I went searching, and pretty soon I found one called the Crown Tavern, where I had a great beer and some fish and chips. I was pretty tired from the flight, so I decided to call it a night and head back to my room. But I set my alarm early so that I could be ready to go in the morning and see all the cool sights of London. And that's in the next video. We'll see you for now.